morning. I'm Kim with Mill City Times, and I'm here with Lynne from Singing Hills Goat Dairy, which is one of our very, very favorite vendors at the Mill City Farmers Market. So, Lynne, I grew up on a dairy farm in Wisconsin, and out of the 7 girls, not one of them married a farmer because we all knew that you're at the mercy of the weather, and an animal can get sick and you're out a huge investment and just everything that goes with it. What made you decide to get into farming?
Well, I truly do understand the difficulties. I grew up on a dairy farm too, and my brother still owns that dairy farm and runs it in central Minnesota. And I think that for me, it just was the love of the animals and the land. And I did a lot of other things. I had a career in the cities, and I just kept being pulled back to it. And finally, I just realized for my life to be complete, I had to be able to do it again. Yeah. And that's what it was. I think it was just the love of this land and being with animals. And yeah, farming is hard. There's no two ways around it, especially in a year like this where it won't stop raining. You know, farmers around me who are normally incredibly jolly guys, I've never really seen them be crabby a day in their life. With the weather this year, I've seen them down for the first time, and so it makes you realize that we really are subject to the weather. There's so many factors that can just make the food supply become scarce very quickly. And I think that that's something that people aren't aware of often enough, you know, that it really does take a lot of hard work and dedication on the part of many people who you don't really see labor because they're laboring, you know, out in the country where people aren't really watching them all that much. But it requires a lot of dedication on the part of all of those folks.
Well, and that's one of the reasons why we wanted to do these videos, so that people who come to the market understand that there's food on display, but how did it get there?
Yeah.
And what does it take to get it there, and the dedication and the hard work and that sort of thing. While you love your life on the farm, it's not all roses all the time. So.
Right. It's incredibly challenging, and our days are very long. You know, there's 2 of us that run this farm with the help of my sister Nancy and my other sister Renee, and Kate still has an off-farm job. So,
oh wow, I didn't know that.
So she's not even there full time. And so in order to make it work financially, it's a real struggle for a lot of folks. And everybody's operation on farms is slightly different, so no 2 farms are identical. And each one has individual challenges and rewards. And I think that for ours, you know, the rewards are having the animals on the land that we have them. It's just a beautiful space. And the challenges are that we really do have to work long days and struggle with things that aren't mechanized to the 20th century even. You know, we still are doing things by hand that a lot of people have machines for, you know, and so that's part of how we're trying to grow, you know, and so farmers do have to do that. They have to kind of try to grow real slowly and steadily, and so it makes for a lifetime process essentially.
Well, we appreciate all your hard work. It pays off in a wonderful product line.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.